Welcome back to another video tutorial brought to you by thevirtualinstructor.com. Today we're going to be talking about using the motion tween, which is a new feature in Flash CS4, and it makes it really easy to animate objects. In fact, this little animation that you're looking at right here, I used the motion tween for, and I did it in a matter of seconds, instead of using the classic tween, which might take you more than a few seconds. So let's get to it. First of all, I'm going to close this. Actually, I'm not going to close it. I'm going to open up a new file. ActionScript 3.0 is fine. And then we have our stage here. Now you can import an image if you'd like, but I'm just going to draw a circle to keep this short and sweet. So I'll hold down the Shift key and make a circle up here in the corner. All right, now you'll notice that this is just an oval. Over here in the properties, you've got your basic properties over here. That's important because I'm going to show you how that's going to change in just a minute. Now, to create a motion tween, what we'll do is we'll get our selection tool and we'll just select the circle. Then I'll right click on the circle and select create motion tween. Instead of creating some space in between keyframes at the bottom, you can go ahead and just right click on the object to create the motion tween. Click on that and this little box comes up. The selected item cannot be tweened. You must convert this to a symbol in order to tween. Do you want to convert and create a tween? The answer is yes, we do. So we'll click OK, and some things change. First of all, we have a box around our circle now to indicate that it is a symbol. And to prove that to you, over here in our properties menu, you'll see that we now have the properties of a symbol. In fact, the symbol that we have the properties of is a movie clip. So this is now a movie clip symbol. If we go back over here to our timeline, we no longer have just one frame. Instead, we have 24 frames, which is the rate of my animation, 24 frames per second. So this represents right now a second worth of animation. Now, it's on the last frame right now, 24 frames, or the 24th frame. So right now, of course, it's just a circle sitting there. But let's say we want the circle to go to the center. So I would click the circle and I would move it to the center. Now, something happens. This little line is created with dots, and this is the range of motion that is produced in those 24 frames. We now have a keyframe on the 24th frame, and if we export this, you can see that we've created a little bit of motion. Now, that's what a classic tween can do. So let's make it a little bit more dynamic with a motion tween. So we can click back on this object, and if we want to go up to modify, we can go to transform, and we can change the scale of that object if we want. And I'll hold down Shift. Let's get Shift first and then pull it out. Now when we export it, it gets larger. Pretty cool. Now we want to create a little bit more of a range of motion, and to do that, it's real easy. We can go ahead and click on these little spines. So let me go back and grab the selection tool, and this little curve comes up here. And I can actually go to this frame and I can curve this out. And let's see what that looks like now. Now it's getting larger and curving in. All right. And we can actually go back to certain keyframes as well. If we want to go back to this frame right here and we want the circle to be pulled out, for example, we can go ahead and pull it out. Let's put it way over here. And you can see we're actually changing the motion of the circle. So to export that, we've got that going on. Okay, and these are the basics of using a motion tween. Now, you've still got all of your other properties available to you, like in the motion editor. You can go around and play with all of these effects and see what you can do. And that's basically how to use a motion tween. This has been another video tutorial brought to you by thevirtualinstructor.com.